Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 245 of the Drunk Dash. Try that again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 200. Fuck you, Justin.
Sorry.
God damn it. We're not doing this again. It's too late. All right. Do it again.
Snap out of it, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Justin. All right, we're trying again now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 245 of the Drunk Dash. God, I had it.
Sorry.
All right. Justin, look over there. All right. Thank you. Fuck you, Gables. Don't start laughing now. You can't laugh too.
I know.
It's me out. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Okay.
Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers podcast. Sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back to the back of the back of the grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers podcast. Grab a six-pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dashers.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 245 of the Drunk Dashers podcast. I'm your host, as always. I'm Tyler. And joining me with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sir Colonel Gables. What's up, buddy?
I'm good.
They're making fun of me because it's like my ninth attempt doing the intro.
I'm sorry, but that's just... Oh, man. What can I say? It's the middle of the night.
It is 1:20 in the morning. And we just started doing our Game of the Year show.
I know. But I'm doing pretty
It's
good.
like 3:20 p.m. for Gables.
He is in Japan. Yes. Justin's gone.
I lost
Fuck.
my marbles.
He lost his marbles. He
The
did.
amount of
They're
pain
gonna-
we go
they're
through
gonna
for
come
you
back
fans.
soon.
Yes. Hope you guys appreciate what we're doing for you guys tonight. It's
It's a hook special.
he's gone. Fuck you. How are you doing, Gables?
I'm doing fine, Tyler. Like I said before, man, it's like kind of looking forward to seeing what's going to be going on in our Game of the Year lists because it's been a strong year, and I'm kind of having my good suspicions on who has what.
Yeah, Justin's obviously here as well.
Hello. It's
Justin's
been a long time.
Yep. It's been
Since last
yeah.
week.
It's been a week for you guys. It's been
It's been a long week.
45 minutes for us.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a couple minutes, turned to 45 minutes.
45 minutes you can't handle anymore, and I understand why.
Yeah. Justin's cut off. No, this is people don't remember. Just a couple hours ago for us, we started recording on the year in review of 2017. Now we are into our top 10 games of the year.
Top 10. 2017.
Plus honorable mentions.
Yes.
We have to figure out how we're going to do that here eventually. I'll have to mention it off air. We'll do that next episode. You'll hear honorable mentions next episode. But yeah, so we're going to do, we know, but just a reminder for everybody, we don't know each other's list. It is going to be a surprise for everybody what those are for us. You okay there, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fucking prick. Sitting right next to me. I don't know what's happening anymore. But before we get there, to start our top 10 list, something I mentioned before we started recording is I think it'd be kind of fun, without spoiling it for anybody. Let's try to guess each other's number one game of the year.
Starting with you?
You want me to start? You guys want to start guessing mine, or you want me to start guessing yours?
Okay, you start guessing ours first,
Yes.
Tyler.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Gables, I'm gonna go Mario Odyssey. Justin, I'm gonna go Breath of the Wild. That's my guesses for you guys.
Your guesses.
That's my guesses for
Now,
you.
Gables.
Gables, what's your guesses for us?
Okay, let's see. For Justin, I'm going to say Super Mario Odyssey. For Tyler, I'm going to say Unraveled. I mean, Breath of the Wild.
What did you?
Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
I quit the show.
same plane for him. Apparently. Oh my God. Gables,
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey. Tyler.
I could punch you if you say Revel, by the way. I can't punch you.
I have trouble with you. I got thrown out though.
Okay.
Fuck. Sorry. I feel like it's something I don't
The force
expect.
is shrouded this one.
It has enshrouded me.
This is what I'm dealing with right now, people. This is what I'm dealing with right now.
Did a Banshee come influence the freaking game of the year content?
We're 4 hours into like just bullshitting right now, and we're like a third. We're not even like 2/3. We're not even halfway through the recording.
I'm thinking. Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know what to say.
Okay, that's fair.
It seems fair.
Well then, so how it's gonna work?
Resident Evil 7.
Definitely not. I'm gonna say it's not me in my top 25. So while Justin's dying, I'm gonna explain how things are gonna go
Yes.
this show.
Thank you.
Yep. I guess we're all dying in a way. If Justin's dying quicker.
Yes.
He's
it's
choking
true.
on his own spit.
It happens a lot.
It does happen a lot. It's really
There's a
sad.
lot of action from day to day.
Yeah. No,
By myself and around other people.
That's how he keeps himself alive. Like I said, we don't know each other's list. We're all, as you guys are hearing us say it, the other co-hosts are hearing for the first time. Just want to ask you to scoot forward just a tad bit here.
This is the wall?
Yes, the wall.
Is it
Thank
me
you.
and the wall?
It's you and the wall. It's making a squeaky noise.
Yes, I understand.
But fuck you.
That's fine.
So basically, as we announce what our numbers are, our games are, we are going to. That's the first time we're all going to be hearing it. Nobody knows our show's list except for the person that made the list.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go in order. I'm going to start, and there's going to be Gables, and there's going to be Justin, and we're going to go in that order all the way around for the entirety of the show. And I guess we're going to just jump right into it right now with my number 10 game of 2017. And I'm going to start with the big one, I think. I think this is a bit of a surprise for everybody. South Park Fractured Butthole.
Oh. Wow.
I saw it coming.
Okay, Justin saw it
low.
coming, apparently.
Huh.
He doesn't know my game of the year, but he saw number 10 coming as fresh.
It's in there. It's in there, though.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's something I talked about earlier in the year when it first came out. It's a really good game. I think, in a way, it might be some of the best South Park out there. But as the core of a game goes, as far as like the story and the banter, all that, it might be the peak South Park for me as a fan. But going through the world, it's obviously been updated. If you've been watching the last few seasons, there's Shitty Paw Town in there. There's some cool stuff in there. Shitty Paw Town. There's some cool stuff in there. PC Principal, things like that. They've added some things.
Sure.
Mr. Garrison being basically Donald Trump. There's been some funny stuff. Morgan Freeman owns a burrito factory. Is pretty funny. There's some good stuff in there, but overall, it's something. This is one of the games that was almost on my most disappointing games of the year list. But it's still a really fun game. I like the combat. They changed it up a little bit. It's more of a strategy game. More of it's not so much turn-based. It's more of a I don't want to say XCOM.
I've heard it's like Fire Emblem in a way.
Yeah, Fire Emblem is a better way to
I
put it.
never played Fire Emblem, but I've heard it's like Fire
Yeah,
Emblem.
more of it. You can move around a little bit. It's grid-based fighting.
base.
Yeah, which I liked a little bit. I don't know if I like it so much as I did Stick of Truth. Just because I played Stick of Truth more for South Park than I did for the game.
Yeah.
And this felt like more gamey than I wanted it to be, I guess.
So
I'm more in
on
for
that
the
side.
Yeah, I'm a little more into the journey of South Park than I am for playing a video game. And but the best way I can describe this game is, and I said this a couple months ago, is it's like imagine your favorite band made a greatest hit album, and that was Stick of Truth. That's what it was for me. And then they released a second greatest hit album, and that's Fractured Butthole. And it's like, 1 through 20 is my. They got the first greatest hit album was my 20 favorite songs of this band, and then Fractured Butthole was like 21 through 40. my favorite songs. And that's what that is. Still really, really, really good. But it's not, you know.
It reminds me of Elton John's favorite, greatest hits 1 and 2.
Okay.
Elton John's greatest hits 1 is like fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The second one has amazing songs in there, but the first one has like a lot more of them.
Yeah, it seems like they just kind of went all out on Stick of Truth. And like I said, the whole make fun of Marvel and DC, take a shot at that, and just some of the things that have changed in the last few years with the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. I still
Cool.
love it. I think maybe it just drops this far on my list just because being a huge South Park fan, maybe is hype versus what I got in a way.
Yeah, it's
But-
like so close in to the last one that came out. In
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah,
Where, like before the last one came out, there wasn't. Was there much?
There was
South
never
Park games that were like really, really great.
there was never a good South Park game before that.
Like I loved the N64 one when I played it, but I don't love it anymore.
Yeah, it was fine back in the day, but
pea
it's a bit,
snowballs and
it's
stuff.
a shitty game, but it was okay back in 19.
But it was actually a good game though when the Stick of Truth came out though. I mean,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stick of Truth, yeah, no.
like when that came out, I was like, this is an actual game. They took time. It wasn't just like a stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kinda took this fun.
It meant more.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my number
That's
10.
cool.
South Park Fractured But Whole.
Nice.
Gables, what is yours, buddy?
My number 10 game of the year is Cuphead.
Oh, shit. I thought it was going to be a lot higher, honestly.
Well, the thing about Cuphead is this is the type of game which I very much love to play. Not because of the difficulty, but in the nostalgia type of feel when it comes to traditional sort of gameplay, reminiscent to, say, the 90s, the 80s, and stuff like that, where a lot of the action platformers of that generation were more or less dependent upon not like based on the technicalities of the game itself, but relied more so on your skill of recognizing patterns in order to progress to the next stages and stuff. With my experience through Cuphead so far, it's been one of those type of experiences where even though I may have played like a very short amount of it, it's significant enough to where I literally am at the moment where it's like every time I go through play against a boss, it's like, okay, just one more game, you know, just it gets that hook into you where you want to go forth and you want to finish up a world or you want to finish up a specific boss because the boss battle is legitimately awesome and you want to try to figure out how to get past the phases of the various couple ones. I mean, for a good example, it's like there's a boss that I faced that you battle this fucking giant moon or something like that kind of metamorphosizes as soon as you try to beat it a bit more, you know, in terms of like it's just everything about the game itself, from its aesthetics through its innovative, like inside of its like innovative way to like just mesh compound elements of specific types of like patterns and stuff inside boss battles and stuff. It just feels original. It feels fresh. It feels like something that has been missing inside of the gaming landscape for a while, but at the same time it just feels so familiar because of how games like Contra sort of shaped gamers into being like a little bit more hardcore by going through that rigmarole and that type of memory patterns, or a Ninja Gaiden or a Castlevania. Cuphead really more or less kind of reminds me of those type of games, while kind of not holding your hand or going through, you know. It sort of has a sort of Dark Souls like experience to where you're basically put inside, okay, you got to go past this and do this, you know. It's like It's definitely my number 10 game of the year. It probably would have been a lot higher if, and that's a big if, I managed to finish the game.
Is it because you're also bad at video games like me?
No, it's not because I'm like just ultra bad at video games. It's because I love to take my time with video games.
I just wanted to feel better about myself, but
You did good, man. I thought in that game.
thank you. It only took me 6 hours to beat the first world.
Yeah, dude. It's
All right. Well,
no
very,
small feat.
very cool, Gables. I'm surprised how it actually was number 10. I thought it'd be much higher. But Jussie, it's your number 10, buddy.
My number 10 is Arms.
Nice.
Man, like I said earlier on the last episode, this is a game that I wish I would have spent more time with. I love this game. I love the concept of it. It's not perfect. There's things in it. There's more things in it that I wish I would be. That being, more of like a solo experience besides just like the Grand Prix they have in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like that. That's cool. But I would like more of like even just as simple as like the little thing in like the old Mortal Kombat, so like the tower,
Yeah.
where you kind of see where you're going up to, and there's kind of more of like there's more stakes, more things happening. Not like no matter who you pick, it's the same for Mortal Kombat 2, I guess. But no matter who you pick in like ARMS, it's like the ending's gonna be exactly the same. I don't know. Like there's things missing from this game. I love this game.
Lack of content, basically.
There's some lack of content. There's some timing issues when it came out, but more lack of content, I think. And but I'm being native. I love this game. Like this game is cool. Every time I hear the opening thing, because Cadence, my daughter tonight, played this game. She's like, I want to play ARMS. And she turned it on. I heard the opening theme song. I was like, oh, yes.
It's a good theme song.
Like, I love it. Mm-hmm. And it made me want to go back into that game. And there's like 3 new characters I haven't even played. Because I haven't had time. But like, oh, man. This game has potential. They just, next time, if there is, I hope there's next time. They do more with it and more fully realize the things going on. Sorry about the mic. And, yeah, I think this game's cool. It's like a new IP and something. It's like boxing. It's like it's like Smash. It's like Smash Bros. It's like Mortal Kombat, but it's not. It's like it's weird because you have like slinky arms. Yeah, it's a weird game, and it's like it goes beyond that for me though. It goes beyond that like like just like being able to like punch around people and stuff. I think it's like I think they fully realized like in their characters, they just didn't quite deliver on like the modes and stuff. But I think it's a very special game to me this year, and I think I'll always remember ARMS. So
yeah,
it's my number 10.
It's a very good rough draft.
Yeah,
is the way to put it, I guess.
Yeah, a rough draft is something that hasn't quite been done, and like in some ways it has, in some ways it hasn't, which is it's interesting to me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's why it's my number 10. But yeah.
Very cool, man.
ARMS! The weird fucking language and that everything. Yeah. I like it.
That was a game that was
it's like the next Splatoon, but like not as good in a way.
Yeah, it was all
not as fully realized or not as good in concept.
It's one of the games I wanted to put on my. I was originally going to put on my big surprise because it was a game one of those games like when the January event when they announced the Switch, I ripped on that game and then I played the Test Punch. I'm like, this game's fucking really good.
Which was.
And then we talked about it a couple weeks ago, where it was just like Gables and I did about like that was a game I played more than the Test Punch than I did the actual game came out.
Yeah.
So
I get that. I get that.
But it's a great game overall.
Oh yeah.
He just need more things to do in the game.
I like what they were going for. It just didn't quite deliver all the way.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Gameplay is more important. It's like Destiny. Like gameplay's there. They just gotta hash out everything else.
Yeah, and it's like I said before to Tyler before the show, it's a tough year to name a lot of my games here like in a certain order.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
and it just now ended up there literally within the last 3 minutes.
Damn. Okay.
I've got issues over here.
I understand.
I have issues.
So moving on to my number 9 then.
Number 9.
It is
Mighty number 9.
No, it is Life is Strange Before the Storm. It's a game I talked about a lot already.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's 9.
It's a game that, for the most part, my list I thought was pretty well put in place until just a few days ago, and I'm happy. You know, I beat this on Monday, and I'm happy we're recording this on Friday night because it might have been one of those games where like it would have been higher on my list. It'd been like Titanfall 2, like last year. I played the game again, like right before we recorded the Game of the Year show last year, and it ended at number 2. And it's one of those games like if I can redo my list from last year, it would be probably like number 5 or 6. Still a really great game.
Yeah.
But it was too fresh in my mind. And I'm happy that we had a 4 or 5 day stretch before we did between me beating the game and was doing the show because I think this is a better number for it. It was much higher on my list initially, but I talked about a lot last week with everything. It was my biggest impact, most important game of the year.
Yeah.
The characters, the town, the music, the high school, everything about the game was fantastic. Storyline is it got some problems. But if you guys, I mean, I'm not going to spend too much more time talking about the game. We've talked about a lot already. you guys haven't listened to last week's, just listen to me talking about my biggest impact.
You've intrigued me about the game, though, in general, beyond just like the prequels.
Yeah,
You intrigued me for the whole thing.
it's
Just you listening to you. Like, I'm not gonna like, oh man, he has all his expectations for me. But like, just you talking about them is like open up things for me about the game.
Yeah, I would say episode 1 of Life is Strange.
At least check it out. I feel like at least check it out.
Yeah.
Like this game out.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say when.
That's what I want to do.
Should you play Before the Storm or the original Life is Strange first? I don't know. It's a tough question to answer, but I would say maybe check out the original first because it's free. First episode 1's free.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't want to spend too much more time.
That's cool. That's a tough decision to make.
Yeah.
Like which one do
I feel like it adds both
first?
ways.
Yeah.
And I don't know which way it hurts more though. Like playing it, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I get that. That's cool.
But that is my number 9, Life is Strange Before the Storm. What about you, Gables?
Okay, number 9 is going to be Wildlands Ghost
Oh.
Recon.
Okay. Another game I thought would be much higher, honestly.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, it definitely had a interesting idea in terms of like it's explorable environments and stuff, working with your like squad and stuff to go forth and explore large terrains and this and that and stuff. And I got to admit though, I did have quite a bit of fun going through, not only just kidnapping random like drug cartel thugs and then just placed them all in vans and then setting them ablaze, you know. That's literally something I did. Dude, it's something I did. I went to a small town and stuff inside Bolivia and like I went through as my character. And granted, my character looks like my exact same photocopy of myself dressed in work attire at my workplace. Yes, it is.
I want to see it.
I want to play
It has
Wildlands with
So
you.
bad.
It has a
You can play
golf
together?
shirt.
As well.
Technically, you can, but I don't have the game right now.
You
But
Oh, dude, I don't play with you
basically,
guys now.
I have a golf shirt, a blue golf shirt. I have a black beanie, and I have cargo pants.
And the rest is you.
And then the rest, yeah, that's basically my work
Awesome,
attire.
dude.
And basically, I'm carrying an assault rifle and stuff like that. And I'm going through. I'm scouting. There was a moment in the game where I basically scouted out these all these random like fucking drug cartel people. I ended up sneaking up behind them, like kidnapping them and stuff, and like putting them inside like 1 or 2 major vans over there. I got about 8 of them in total between 2 vans. I parked them both together. I set a bunch of C4 inside, and then I walked away and I just lit them ablaze. And that's how you earn some of your better like achievements in that game, where it's a gold trophy for like basically blowing up like 8 people with a 1 grenade or 1 mine.
Nice.
But yeah, part of the reasoning why I have it as it is on my top 10 is because there are other games that I've played that honestly were better than Wildlands, especially in the story department, because give or take and stuff, some of the best story elements inside that game are actually through some of the supporting characters that are around the drug cartel leader El Sueño. So that's just the thing about the game itself. It's like a lot of the best experiences you can have is actually co-op with other people.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, that's my number 9.
Well,
Nice.
shitballs, Gables. They threw me for a loop there. I didn't see that coming. But Josie, you're number 9.
My number 9 is Mario plus Rabbids
Okay.
Kingdom Battle.
Okay.
Huh.
I was optimistic about this game.
Is this
A little too optimistic.
Can I ask? Is
But it
this
became even better than I imagined.
is this like our opposite with like Codename Steam and Unravel? Where
No.
like you loved it and I hated it. Now this
No.
shit. Okay.
That's another game.
Okay. Oh, there's another game. Oh shit. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. We'll find out.
It's more of a guess this year.
Okay.
It's not as cut and dry as last time.
No, it's
And the
not.
night
It's not.
before.
I don't know if there is one this
Like,
year.
like the other time you knew, before, like we were playing Frisbee golf, you knew. This is, Mario plus Rabbids is a well-made game that shouldn't have been as good as it was. I have issues with it. I have issues with every game I come across. That's just human.
Just
I
hate
guess.
life in general.
I hate life, you son of a bitches. No.
Should have took my legs in Vietnam.
No, this game was quite pleasant, and like Tyler mentioned earlier, it was a very very fun time of the year. Like, like I could play this game, just playing this game without just listening to it, or I could like listen to a podcast. It was a great game where it's like I had like a nice balance of like strategic things going on and story, so like I didn't have to quite hear every single thing that was going on. Like you kind of know when to like turn off the sound if you wanted to.
Okay, go on.
But no, I get that. But yeah, no. This game, I never played a game quite like XCOM, but I did play SteamWorld. No, Codename Heist.
Fuck that game. Yeah, Codename Steam.
And it was awesome.
No, it wasn't.
But this game is like, it was a good marriage of the two things.
No, it wasn't.
Rabbids and Mario.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. This game. Not the other
Codename
game. Codename Steam was cool.
I just want to point out when you told me when 2015 we did our Game of the Year list, and Codename Steam was on your list, my reaction was "fuck you."
Yeah. I get that.
I stand by that
But
statement.
I still think that game had a lot of promise and a lot of cool things to it.
No, it didn't.
But anyway, Silence died. Dude, Mario plus Rabbids is awesome. These 8 games, like I mentioned before, it was hard for me to pick a place for them because they were so evenly matched. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like I loved these games. The next games are gonna mention I love, but it was hard for me to put them, before the other one. I just want to throw that out there. I want to be honest with you guys.
Yeah,
it was a tough year for me in that regards. Usually I have a tough year with like the first couple. This year was like a tough year with the last 8 for some reason.
damn.
It was fucked up. But yeah, Kingdom Battle, dude. Mario plus Rabbids.
Yeah, mine.
Is that my number 9?
That's your number 9.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mine was changed since I've been
Mine
here.
was the polar opposite. 9 and 10 were easy. Everything else was hard.
No, yeah, totally. That's cool though.
But
I like hearing the differences.
Yeah. Mine this year, my number 8 this year is Evil Within 2. I'm typing. Sorry, if you might hear typing here now, I'm typing in the show notes for we all know what our numbers are. So Evil Within 2, number 8. It is Justin.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I just want to hear you about this
Okay.
game.
All right, so I really like this game. This is no knock on this game. This is like I
Yeah.
talked about one of the greatest years
It's
of all
a top
time. in
10.
the game. Yeah, it's top 10 and a really strong, really strong year. Where at one point I was making a top 25 list for this year because there was that many games I feel I should mention. I didn't do it, but I could have.
You could have though. That's amazing.
Very easily could have. But yeah, Evil Within 2. I think Evil Within 1 was like 5th or 6th in like 2014. I think when it came out. It just came out of nowhere.
14, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. To me, it was like it was this generation's Resident Evil 4.
Yes.
And to me, this is, Evil Within 2 is
continuation of that.
Yeah, this is this generation's Resident Evil 5. This is what Resident Evil 5 should have been.
Okay, I like that.
All right,
What
yeah.
it should have been.
Yeah, what Resident Evil 5 should have been. I enjoyed Resident Evil 5 for what it was, the actual Resident Evil 5. But
it wasn't as terrible as the things that come.
No. I mean 6 obviously being the peak of all time gaming. Some would say the Breath of the Wild of last generation. Sorry. Just
Okay, I'm joking.
No,
Kidding.
he's not kidding. He's gonna bomb it right now. I really enjoyed Evil Within 2. I thought it was great being back in that universe, in that world, and the way they just kind of escalated to it, like everything just all the stakes felt higher. There was like the story made more sense in the first half an hour of the game than the entire first game did. In a way where like I honestly couldn't like what the fuck's happening right now. I for the most part I got the core of it, but then like when you play the second one, everything totally makes sense in a crazy, almost Metal Gear-esque type way, where it's like really doesn't make sense, but you understand what's happening.
I can get on board with that.
Okay, but no, I liked it. It was so cool how this game was like, it was like 2 different games in one. Where, like,
It really is.
like the first half was just very small open world, and all
Yeah.
like you just walk around this little.
Almost Resident Evil 2 like continued
Yeah, that's actually
in some
yeah.
ways.
Yeah, but you can just go around and you can just like go in random houses and find totally random side quests or totally random things to do. And it felt like there wasn't a lot, but the things you did find like felt important and they mattered in a way. Like I shouldn't say they mattered because something like you can just like you can play whole parts of this game and totally miss things about it.
Totally.
But there's
Which is a cool thing about it.
yeah, but at the same point though, like there was cool things that you can do that like you find late 3 hours in the line. Like, oh shit, that's back.
Oh God, you're gonna need that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just loved how the first half played out, where it was just like there was a few open world parts of it, and very small. There's a few blocks,
but
it
they
was,
felt meaningful once you actually got dove into them and like actually like. I kind of understand how this world happens.
Yeah,
and like,
my thing I liked about it though in that open world part of it was small, but it was like but nothing felt like it didn't. There was no like emptiness to it. There was no blandness to it. Like everything mattered. It wasn't just big for the sake of being big. Like, we didn't make this a whole city for the point of making it a whole city.
Yeah,
and I like that. Like every house
which worked for that game.
Yeah, which for the scope of this game, it worked well.
Yeah.
And then the whole second half was like more like Evil Within 1, where it was just fucking a linear. Which is the thing I love about Evil Within 1. And I like the change they made to this game. I like this game because it's just like
it's awesome. I want to
totally
hear.
Flipped everything about this game, and the boss fights were cool. There's a little bullet spongy maybe, but my only real complaint I have with this game is that the last third, the first like 2/3 of the game, I had so much ammo and health that I was leaving shit behind. Like I couldn't carry any more shit. And then the last third of the game, I was like fucking like crawling through the game, almost literally.
Trying to like masturbate shotgun shells at your ass.
Yeah, like you had.
Where the hell is this shit gonna come from?
You had no ammo. You had no health. You had to avoid fights like nothing else.
Like the plague.
You almost had to play like a pacifist. And then like the last third of that game, outside like the last boss fight, like it was like you played it like completely differently. And it, like in some ways it sucked because you played for 10 hours this one way, and then the last 5 hours you had to play
like
a
two
totally
games
different
combined.
way. Yeah. But they did a really good job, I think, and I think it's really cool. And I hope it's a game that I didn't like much like Life is Strange, where I was hoping we got more, but I didn't know if we were because it wasn't like exactly like a blockbuster seller.
You didn't know what it would be.
Yeah.
And you were open to it, but you didn't. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe though.
Yeah.
Optimistic, but
yeah, I was hoping.
Interesting to hear you about this.
I came in with a lot of hype.
Sorry.
Fuck you. I went in like very optimistic, and it lived up to that optimism I had.
Cool.
And in some ways, it kind of blew. It exceeded that optimism. It's number 8, but I feel like any other year it'd be a little higher.
Yeah, dude. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel bad about what these games are.
That means, but yeah, totally.
So yeah.
This is like 2002, the year of the disappointments.
Yeah.
And like the listing.
At this point, it's the year. The only thing the biggest disappointment this year for me is my list. So that's my disappointment.
Yeah, dude, I hear you.
But yeah, number 8, Evil Within 2. Gables, what's your number 8?
All right, so my number 8 happens to be ARMS.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Now,
Dang.
the thing about ARMS, I like ARMS. I do love the gameplay of ARMS. It definitely feels a lot more refreshing in terms of a fresh 3D fighting game and stuff from Nintendo. I definitely like the aspect of how fast and fluid like a lot of the movements are for characters. I love the fact that they provided new DLC content, like new characters, new things and stuff to keep the game fresh up until just this past month.
Like the Splatoon treatment.
So, in and of itself, I do like that you didn't have to really buy any extra stuff or downloadable content or anything else for the game itself. But the reason why it's placed at the number 8 spot over games like Wildlands or Cuphead and stuff is I did put in a fair amount of time with each character going through the story, going through the campaign, not just the campaign, but just the arcade mode in itself. And I just loved just going through and seeing what I could do, like, say, as, like, Ninjara, or, like, a Springman, or, like, through as, like, Master Mummy, you know? It's
who's your favorite character? Who's, like, your defining character of this this new IP?
Oh, let's see. The
If you
defining
had to
character.
pick one.
Oh man, I do really like heavy characters, so I do like Master Mummy because he is quite honestly probably one of the more powerful characters inside the game. But I kind of do like playing as Ninjara because he is so fast that you can go through and just like spam a couple punches, go and teleport through different parts of the stage and stuff, and you'll still have enough room to go forth and like do that type of shit, you know. But yeah, you know, I just gotta say, man, the only thing I could probably say would be a little bit more of the thing is I just need to try to play a little bit more of the extra characters that were made available more recently.
Yeah, me too.
Because it looked pretty awesome, I gotta admit. But yeah, that's my number 8.
Nice.
I just want to point out right now that the way we do our point system for like what's game of the year, like we do like number 10 gets 1 point, number 1 gets 10 points. Right now, Arms is our game of the year. The show.
That's cool. That's cool. Hey, I like
I just want to
that.
point that out.
It deserves it, man.
It's at 3 points
In a
right
weird way,
now. 4 points right now.
it made itself that way.
Spoiler. That's where it ends.
8, number 1's Arms, apparently.
Number 1 Arms is it's my game of the year.
It's right there forever.
Yes. Your number
I get that though.
8 though, Jesse.
This is where it gets tough.
Okay.
My number 8 is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Wow.
Yes. I love this game. In any year but this year, I still love this game. And it's I haven't seen a lot of things in this game that I need to. I know that for sure. I've always spotted it before, like the complete edition things, because like I want to go back and like see like all the cauldrons and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's things about this game I love, and obviously I love it. It's on my number it's a number 8 for me. So this game impacted me. I didn't buy this game. I borrowed it from my brother, and I played this game. And the thing that stuck out the most is the story. For sure, the story is awesome. Sometimes the world can get in the way, but you know, it has a lot to do with me too. It's like there's so many games this year, like where it's like there's a lot of open stuff going on, and I didn't quite get to experience this game like maybe I could have any other year. Like it's a weird game. Like because I don't want to take that from this game or like make excuses for the game, but like I think this is a really incredible game graphically, and you know. I do like Aloy now that I've played through the game and stuff like that. Like, she's not the best character I've ever seen in a video game. No. But she's pretty cool. And, like, the stuff she runs into is interesting. And, like, the things that is bestowed upon her is interesting to me. Like, that's what kind of kept me going through the game. It's like not necessarily the gameplay, because I really loved the gameplay at first, and as I went on, I got less and less infatuated with the world for some reason. Just because, like, I don't know, maybe because I'm more interested in the story than the open world part of it. Not a knock against it, just like telling you how I feel about the game. Like, once I figured out how to fast travel, I went through lots of parts because, yeah, there's lots of creatures like everywhere you go, but they're like just herds of deer that are like eating grass, and this and that. But that's like that to me is cool. But that's like not the most important part of this game. The most important part of this game is like where this game actually originates from. Once you go through the game and find out the whole plot, I'm not gonna spoil anything as much. I hope I don't. No, this game is fantastic. That's what I'm saying. This game is no greater than my number 4. Like, this game is fucking amazing to me. Like, I love this game. I actually want to go into it more eventually with like the Frozen Wilds DLC that they recently put out. Yeah, but it happens at my number 8.
No.
But nothing. It's
Top
like
tier.
yeah, it's in my top 10. This
Yeah.
is great, and this game, if it would have came out like another year, might have been number 1 for me.
Mm.
Like this game is no knock against Horizon. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I have my complaints. About every game on this list.
Yeah.
But I actually love Horizon. It is cool, and like it showed me something that I didn't quite see coming, and that's why like, it's kind of stuck with me. And it stuck with me later in the year, because I didn't play it till like maybe September, October when I first started playing. And Horizon is a great game. It's 2017, and I think anyone who's on the fence about this game should check this game out, because I think it is a great game. And I think there's great things in there that I looked past because of the way not the way the games maybe set things up, but maybe the way that like I was going through the game.
Yeah.
And like I wish I would have read everything in this game more, and like more would have fell in love with it. But I feel like in a year where so many things were coming out, like damn it, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
And it's not a knock against this game. Again, this game is fantastic. It's my number 8.
Yeah.
This game's fantastic.
Yeah. No,
It is a beautiful fucking game.
Yeah. And it's the unfortunate
And I love it.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate of this year where it's like we almost gotta apologize for like where these games rank in our numbers.
I hate that.
Yeah, games feel like they should be much higher than
Like,
they actually are, but they're not.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
this
understand.
game is really fucking good.
Yeah, and
But damn it, I'm doing it shame.
yeah,
I feel it.
I understand
I
exactly.
feel it. That's all I want to say.
All right.
I really love Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm glad I played it finally, because I was late to the punch.
Yeah.
And I played it after Zelda, and I still thought it was fucking fantastic in its own way. I love this game.
Yeah. No, I understand completely. I think
I really do love Horizon, dude.
good game.
I want to know. Like, it's one of those games. Like, I want to know everything you know about this game. Tell me, please.
Get out to play it, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah,
But speaking of games, we gotta apologize for being so far down on our list. My number 7 of this year is Destiny 2.
really.
A game I didn't expect to play this year, let alone be on my top 10 game of the year
That's cool to me.
Justin's gonna
Because you
high-five me.
fucking did it though. Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
So fucking Destiny 2, man. Like,
Destiny 2.
it's a game we've ragged on for years, and we played the shit out of this game. Gables,
Yes, we did.
me and Jake, and we go back to every year. We like the campaign. It's fine. It's fun, but it's more of us playing. We're all hanging out together. It's more of like just something to do while we bullshit together.
Yeah.
The original Destiny.
Which is
It's
cool its own way.
yeah, in a way that's fine. I mean, there's definitely games out there.
There is bad shit in that game.
Yeah,
Can I say that I played that game the original before you?
yeah, that's true.
It's actually pretty. No knock against you. But it's funny because like you ended up playing more of that game than me. It was so interesting hearing what you had to say about it, because you had like Gabe to play with,
And
you
Jake.
had Jake to play with.
Yeah, I didn't
Go
play.
on. I'm sorry. Go on.
I barely played any of that game by myself. Like, and then
That's
Destiny
cool
2,
to me.
I played in.
That's cool.
Yeah, and in Destiny 2,
like
I played entirely by myself, and I fucking love this game.
Holy fuck!
So much so that
Obviously, I
I
guess.
bought the season pass to this game, and I'm gonna play more of it. I want more things to do in
Badass.
this game.
You're making me want to buy this game, Tyler.
Don't do that. Don't put that voodoo on me.
What you
The
want me to?
voodoo on him.
I
No.
think you actually want me to.
I don't want you to. Maybe you can borrow my copy from me one day.
No, I can't. If I can't play with you, what's the point of playing with Gabe?
Well, if you want to play with me,
then
that's fine. But let's say don't buy it just to play it by yourself.
Okay.
No, so it's just so crazy to me, like how Destiny 1, we always talk about it. The gameplay portions are fine. It's fun. It's fun. The gameplay is fine. If the gameplay wasn't fun, then no one would have gave a shit about Destiny. Destiny would have came and gone, and no, like other than like, remember that game Destiny? No one would have talked about it.
Unless you were hardcore Destiny fans.
Unless you hate yourself, yeah, that's fine. But no, Destiny 2 though. I mean, like, it came out and it just totally like. And I don't want to say they totally like came out and they redid everything. They didn't, but they just kind of went back. I feel like in a way almost like they went back to the basics. And they just like, okay, here's what we did well. Here's what we didn't do well.
The drawing board.
Yeah, they went back. Yeah, went back to the drawing board and like, let's work on this shit. Like we got like the hard part's out of the way. We made this game. This game is fun to play. Let's work on like what can we do to keep these people playing, and not only play, but like you can play this game by yourself and have fun. And that's what they did that. Like all the levels, you put Io, Titan, the European Dead Zone, Venus. I think was it Venus the other one? I can't remember the fourth one. But all the worlds they put you on, like felt unique and different, and they're all fun to play on. The campaign, it's so simple, like, but to add a bad guy and give you a reason to dislike him adds so much to this game. Like in Destiny, I remember we talked about before.
Stakes, more.
Yeah, like Destiny, adds
feelings involved.
Adds more stakes to the game. I remember Destiny 1, like we talked about before, like we beat the last level, the last campaign mission, whatever.
Yep.
And I remember when Jake and I were sitting there, and Jake's like, "Yeah, we beat the game." I'm like, "That was it? That was the last boss?" And he's like, "Yeah, that was the last boss." I'm like, "Oh, okay." We beat the game, and I had no idea. And this one is just like the build up to the last boss. I talked about last episode, like going in like they're trying to like suck up all the resources of the sun, and you go on his ship and you attack him, you take him down. Like the build up to that was fucking great. Like the missions the build up was fantastic, and yeah, the game, it was just, they added, like, just the simple elements of adding a somewhat, I'm not going to sit there and say it's story of the year, but just adding a somewhat compelling story, adding some somewhat compelling reasons as to why I'm doing these things in this game, why I'm playing this game, made a lot of difference. And it's simple things, but they did a good job of doing that and making the game not only giving you more reason to play it, but more adding, like I said, the stakes were higher in this game. And it's crazy to me this game is my top 10, and it's crazier to me the fact that I put this in number 7, and I feel like it's too low at number 7. That makes any sense. But yeah, Destiny 2 is my number 7 game of the year. What about you, Gables?
My number 7 is also Destiny 2.
Oh shoot! Okay, I honestly, dude, your list is blowing my mind because every game you've mentioned so far, I thought would be higher, except for Arms. Arms come out of nowhere, but 3 out of 4 so far, that was higher.
Well, kind of like with your experience with Destiny 1 and some parts of Destiny 2 and stuff like that, I kind of had like some of the same sentiments, especially going through Destiny 1, not enjoying so much of the campaign, things being sort of like hit and miss with the multiplayer online components, even after the game's release. God, months at a time, waiting for the DLC packs, this and that. But playing Destiny 2, it was one of the first things where I didn't actually play alone this time. I played with a couple other coworkers. I played through the entirety of the campaign. I enjoyed what I played of the campaign, and like routinely, like throughout the past couple weeks and stuff, we've been going through and not only doing bits of Crucible matches, bits of this and that, but I've actually gotten to the extent where I've been collecting armor, like just collecting little bits of armor and stuff in order to try to take things like Xur and this and that and stuff. It's been pretty good. It's like everything else that was wrong with Destiny 1 has been fixed in abundance for Destiny 2, And it really makes me feel like I want to go back and create another character, go through the campaign again, and like get a whole bunch of like different types of character classes, like gone through and ready for things like raids and this and that. I gotta admit though, it's high on my list for the sole reason of it's one of the only online games that I've played this year with other people that I actually want to play with other people. Whereas other types of online games I've played and stuff, I get angry because hell, I don't like playing online with people too often. But you get a couple of friends by and I'm playing through Destiny 2 and it's like, hey, you know what? This actually doesn't feel so bad. And not to mention the progression in the game is so lickety split. In the last game, they would not give you hardly any type of, like, say, legendary items or exotic items. You had to really work and grind for them. In this game, there are consumable items that you can use to help you gain a lot of these various good weapons, good armor, like, good this and that. So you're getting legendary armor.
Cool,
you're getting
man.
exotic stuff. I mean, like I said before, the only drawback, which I did take, like, mention part of for the disappointing stuff, is a lot of the best stuff is locked behind like paywalls for their silver shit. But at the same point, even taking away a lot of that shit from that marketplace, I'm still left with a game that was overwhelmingly just positive in my retrospect. The story mode too, you know, hey, it may not be the best story mode, may not win game of the year like type of stuff, but it was competent enough to where it outclassed the original in almost every way. So
That's a good point. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about it, but like just the progression system. Like I hit the level cap at level 20, like I don't know, 50-60% of the way through the main campaign.
yep.
And I kept going and I kept enjoying myself. Like just small, like
That's cool.
they just changed so many small tweaks made a difference in that game to me.
Yep.
And I think in the Gables, and I think a lot of people.
Did it make you like the original one better or no?
No.
No,
It
actually made
makes
made
the
me
original
never
one.
want to go back to the original at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
It did like the opposite of what Life is Strange
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
Storms did, where it made the
That's
original one
interesting.
more unplayable than ever. Yeah. But is that pretty much it? I'm sorry, Gables.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well then, Juzzy, what's your number 7?
My number 7 so far.
Uh,
I have not beaten this game yet, but it's Wolfenstein 2.
yeah, I was already typing it before you said it
How'd you know?
because you said you haven't beat it yet.
Yeah.
Uh,
This game, like a lot of games this year, for some fucking weird reason, has I had like a rough start. I had a rough start with lots of games this year. If you listen, like either in previous podcasts we've had, I've had some rough starts. This game was no exception. But I was playing it like my second time through, if you will. Second sitting with the game, like something hit me, and I laughed out loud so hard. That was like Wolfenstein 2 is fucking hilarious to me, and it goes beyond that. But like, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's something that happened to me last night. I saw it, and I laughed so loud that like everyone in the house had to hear me. It was seriously like, I've heard a lot of things about this game. I haven't heard like many specifics, but I have like there's expectations no matter what is involved, and no, I laughed completely honestly when this one spot came up, and I want to talk about it, but I shouldn't right now.
no.
Yeah. It's Gabe. Someday I want you to check this game out. It's fucking hilarious, and totally real in some ways, but like yeah, the hilariousness stuck out to me so much. Yeah, that's my number 7.
All right.
Horizon.
So Wolfenstein.
It's
Wolfenstein
fucking
2.
Wolfenstein 2. I'm sorry.
Very cool, man.
Wolfenstein 2. and I haven't beat this game, so that means something.
Yeah, that's big.
That means a lot.
It's big.
I don't know.
It's
It's great so far.
Before we started naming our top 10s, Gables, what was your guess for me for number 1 game of the year?
Breath of the Wild.
Justin, what was yours number 1 game of the year for me? Guess.
Breath of the Wild.
My number 6 game of the year is Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah,
Number
how
6.
low. Yeah,
That is low for you.
it is. Yeah,
I didn't expect that.
I didn't either until I started making this list. So
Nothing wrong with that, but I did not expect
no, there is
it.
something wrong with that. It
There's
is.
something wrong with
It
that.
sucks. Like I hate my. I do not feel good about my list this year.
Tyler.
And this is and number 6 was the reason why.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Josie,
It was a great year.
it is a great year.
Nothing
But
wrong with that, dude.
Breath of the Wild is an all-time great game, and I understand. I see that and I respect that and I understand that. And I like Zelda. I've always liked Zelda. To a certain
Yeah,
extent.
yeah,
I've never been
yeah.
like the biggest Zelda guy in the world.
But you've been like the kind of optimistic Zelda guy. You like play Princess at my friend and our friend fucking Will's house. You're like, I beat the last guy Ganondorf. You're like all fucking jumping around, all drunk and like talking about it, and it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So this is your number 6.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. There's
It
nothing
sucks.
wrong with it at all. No.
Because this game should be higher.
It should be because it's Zelda. Because Zelda's awesome.
But no, it's because
But no.
It's not because it's Zelda. It's because Breath of the Wild is awesome. Not because it's Zelda. It's because it's Breath of the Wild.
No.
Because Breath of the Wild, not Zelda, Breath of the Wild is amazing. I think
I respect that,
the reasons why
but I think Zelda's awesome.
Zelda is awesome, but if you take Zelda out of this game, it was just a game called Breath of the Wild. This game is truly special.
Yeah,
And it's going to be... And I mean that when I say it's an all-time great game.
dude, I respect that.
I'm
man.
not happy with my list.
No,
This is the first time we made this in 5 years doing the show. I hate my list.
I didn't think it'd be this deep down.
Yeah,
it was
no.
far off.
I didn't either until I started making this
But
list.
no, nothing wrong with it, dude. Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I want you to know that.
Justin
Nothing
wrote my
wrong with it.
back. Like
Sorry.
it's really weird.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. Justin's, I think, he's trying to convince himself more than me.
I'm trying to convince myself here.
Yeah. So,
Just be honest all the way.
I don't have any negatives. Okay, I do have negatives.
There's
My negatives about this
I have
game.
negatives.
My favorite part about this game is the fact I caught a horse and named Gables. That's pretty awesome. That's my favorite part of this game.
host named Gables.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool horse.
I've seen it before. I've seen it.
Our connection was 5 stars, by the way.
You pet the horse so many times.
I did. I gave Gable so many carrots. It wasn't even
awesome.
funny.
And then you rode him off a cliff.
I did. I threw him off.
Fine.
No, so I guess if I had complaints, and that's the problem with like this year's so good that you're gonna find the smallest of negatives.
Yes.
To like make them in your number, and make them that number. And I guess my negatives to this game are everything about the game itself, exploring the world, doing random bullshit, is some of the best parts about this game.
Yeah.
But doing the main parts of this game, the story quests, the
big shrines.
Yeah.
The temples, if you will.
the beasts, whatever.
The divine beast.
Divine beasts, thank you.
Yeah.
Those are the worst parts about this game to me.
Interesting.
I didn't like any of them.
Cool.
I didn't like
interesting to me as
I didn't like any of the build up to them. I didn't like any of the side quests I had to do to get to them.
none of them.
None of them. I just
Not even in the desert.
desert was okay,
Okay.
but like the water the water one I hated.
With that was my first one because I go.
That was my first one as
so
well.
old school.
Yeah, that was my first one.
With
as
the
well.
elephant.
Yeah, the elephant when you had like
Interesting.
Go get the
With
super-
Sidon.
yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't like. Yeah, I thought that's kind of what like small things like that make the big difference to me this year. I'm not gonna sit there and say they were fine, but
Yeah.
years as good as this, they fell very flat. Like I like just walking around finding shrines. Like if I had 5 minutes to kill, I can do a lot in this game.
Yeah.
You can knock a shrine or two if you have 5-10
Find
minutes.
some fucking poop seeds.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
This is so funny to me.
Yeah, you could find stupid Korok seeds.
Yeah,
There
dude, they're
was-
literally little
And
poops.
I played this game for over
They got
40
scared
hours.
and they pooped.
Over 40 hours I played this game. I found 7. Korok seeds. Out of 900, I found
You're
7.
kidding me.
I found 7. Gables laughed at me when I told him that.
I laugh at you too.
Yeah, and it's understandable.
Nothing against you.
It's like, how the
For
hell
real?
could you only find just 7
I
out of
was
that
very
whole?
bad.
But
finding
it's, look
Korok
at the year that we've had, though.
Yeah.
I understand. No, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. So
Look at the year that of the games around this game and all the other games. Like, I totally get that.
yeah. So it was
Interesting.
That's it. I mean, like everything about this game is great. It's fantastic. It's good. It really is. Like that should tell you how high I ranked 5 through 1.
No,
That
dude.
number 6 is Breath
this
of the
is-
Wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Like I
not
don't.
in a bad way. Just like wow.
I
like
just
this
dislike-
year altogether is interesting as fuck to me.
I just dislike the Divine Beast parts.
Yeah.
Storming the castle wasn't as fun as I hoped it would be, I guess. And it's so
As
crazy.
you
to me.
beat Ganon.
Gables and I beat this game
Yeah.
within 20 minutes of each other.
Yes, we did.
On his birthday.
34
On my
hours.
birthday,
On
I
his
managed to
birthday.
beat it like about maybe 5 or 10 minutes before you did.
Yeah.
We didn't
But, I mean-
time this or anything. It just
No,
happened.
it just we just I posted a picture in our Facebook group, and he sent me like I just beat this game. I just beat this game a few minutes ago.
Hey, you know what? As a Zelda fan, I'm glad it's in your top 10.
Yeah, This
This is cool.
the main story is the weak point in this game to me. And that's pretty much it. That's what made the difference for.
I
5
get
to 1.
that.
So
But yeah.
Zelda shouldn't have
I'll get there.
Zelda shouldn't have voice acting again.
I love the.
That's how bad-
I love reading.
That's how bad Zelda the voice actor for Zelda was to me in this game. She was terrible.
I can compare it to lots of games I've played this year. But yes, it is not great.
She's very bad. But yeah, number
No.
6, Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Wow.
Sorry guys,
No, don't be sorry.
no.
Dude.
Sucks. Sucks.
No.
Any other year, be number 1.
No, dude. I respect that, man.
Mhm.
And you have your own taste. I love that shit.
Yeah,
That's great.
but
I respect it.
yeah.
I respect it, man.
Gables, what's your number 6 this year?
Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow. Did not see that up here at all.
Actually, that's a great game.
Damn it! I'm not saying I disagree, but I just at 6.
Yeah,
I
no, yeah. That's
seeing 10 through 7 from Gables, and then seeing number 6. I was okay.
Oh.
Well, the thing about Puyo Puyo Tetris is this game is really addictive. And you know what? Given like how cheesy some of the story was and stuff, at its core, there's so much awesome gameplay upon like the Tetraminos and also the fucking like Puyo Puyos and stuff mixed
Yes.
into one cohesive stuff. There's so many different game modes to try, so many types of different like experiment things like time attacks and this and that and stuff. And there's these crazy modes and stuff that you go through in the middle of the campaign where it's like, oh, now you got to go through and do both at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck? It's literally one of the best puzzle games I've played in a while.
I
And
agree, dude.
And oh my gosh, it's like I still feel like I want to just have a hankering just to play it from time to time because that's the thing. I love Tetris. I've loved Tetris like for a long time now, and like Puyo Puyo is that type of like puzzle game that I hadn't really played a lot of since like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on the Genesis. But it's like this game definitely like scratches the itch that I had earlier on when I got the Switch at launch. I had to find a game where I wanted to play through something after just beating Zelda, and this was the game. And oh my god, it led to like so much like fun like stuff. I was frustrated too by the campaign because there were times where the AI would literally beat me by like a couple like steps ahead or something. It would piss me off, but at the same time, I would keep trying, keep coming back, and I kept like going through the motions and stuff until finally I beat that entire campaign. I beat that fucking game, like that story mode, and I loved it, and so that's why it's number 6 on this list.
Very cool, man. Very cool. It's a game I want to play for the Switch. It's one of the few Switch games I feel like I should need to play.
It'll probably make you rage.
Probably. All right, I like the House of Fire. It's fine. I like Cuphead. But Josie, what's your number 6 game of the year?
It's a 3DS game.
Oh Jesus, Metroid Prime.
Metroid.
Or not Metroid Prime.
Samus Returns, I believe.
Yes.
I love this game. Not only is a 2D Metroid, which I came off the heels of fucking Super Metroid for the first time in my life ever, which is, it's a re-release, of course. But, like, this game is, I never was really into Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I tried playing those games. I actually had the trilogy on the Wii U.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I can't quite get... I respect them, but, like, I feel like they're not timeless. I played Super Metroid. I fucking loved it. Well, I played Metroid Samus Returns, which is like a complete remake, overhaul of the second Metroid, if I believe.
Yeah, this is
correct.
for Game Boy.
Yeah, for Game Boy. And it's definitely the most challenging game I've played this year. Hardest game to beat, besides another game that I haven't beat. Excuse me. But of games that I've beat, and it's like, it's like a normal game. It's not like a boss rush that I've gotten to. This game has this game gets fucking challenging, and it's fucking amazing, because if you're me, or if you play this game, maybe not, you don't want to put this game down until you beat it. And I love this fucking game. And I see its shortcomings. I'll talk to you about all day about the shortcomings. But no, dude, this game is fucking awesome. I feel like this is like the last hurrah of like the 3DS. But maybe not. The 3DS has sold more apparently this year than last year, which is crazy to me. But yes, this game is fucking awesome. As to me, it's like the last hurrah. It's like, damn. Metroid 2D remake, kind of. Yeah, it's totally a remake, a reimagining, if you will. Yeah. And this game gets so hard that it almost pisses you off. It's the first time in my 3DS lifespan that I've wanted, like, my 3DS is up here. Like, slam it down here. Like, it's literally pissed me off.
Welcome to my club.
Yeah. It really has. But, like, when I finally beat this game, I was like, I had my arms up in the air like a dumbass by myself. No one was here. Just swinging them, like, this raising his arms up over and over again, like fucking stupid shit. Raising them. Like, pounding it. This stupid fucking shit, man. This game is awesome. But, do I wish it was on Switch? Yes. Of course I do. It should be on Switch. This game is my number 6.
Yeah.
Yep. Metroid. Samus Returns. Not the Return of Samus, but Metroid Returns.
Samus Returns.
Thank you.
Yep.
Samus Returns. Thank you, Tyler.
Yep, no problem, buddy. But no, I think that might wrap it up for part 1 of the Game of the Year show. Thank you guys for listening. You'll hear more from us. Facebook page and group, Drunk Nerds Podcast. Twitter, @DrunkNerdsPod. On YouTube, Drunk Nerds. Just Drunk Nerds, actually. And then on Twitch, Drunk Nerds Podcast. So follow us on there. Subscribe to us on YouTube, obviously. Like the show on there. 5-star review on iTunes. Drunk Nerds Podcast on there. And kind of all places to get hang out with us on. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to us on the first official episode of 2018. We'll be back in a few minutes for us and a week for you guys with part 2 of the year. Game of the Year show. Yep. Be prepared to listen to the fact that me explain why Mass Effect Drama is the #1 game of the year. Spoiler alert. But no. Until next time, guys. Thank you so much. I was Tyler.
I've been Justin. Sorry.
And I've been Colonel Gables.
I've been Ustino compared to the Latin.
So until next week, I guess.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, bitches.
Bye, baby. Yo.
Excuse me. You too many beers there. Anyways, we're on iTunes now, so go on there, check us out, and if you like us, leave us a review, and we'll even shout you out. And Jack will send you his credit card number.